Hello guys, welcome back to DS Tech. Today we're going to be taking a look at PC cases. It's a very interesting topic for me because I actually wanted to talk about my old PC case, but then I decided to just might as well make a video of like what to do to decide on what PC case should you buy next for your old build, for your new build, whatever it is. There's many different types of PC cases and each of them are a little bit different, so might as well just get into it and see what are the differences of each, and let's try to see if we can decide on what PC case is right for you. So let's get going. Okay, so first we're going to be taking a look at this PC case, which is one of the biggest ones. There's three different types of PC cases, okay? One of them could be like a full tower, then there is like the mid tower, and then there is like the small tower. Now we're taking a look at something that is around like the full tower. It could be very big, but let's take a look at, for example, this Corsair one. It seems like a normal PC tower, but if you can see, it's very tall, very tall. That means it supports a lot of things. You can see that the front panel is clear, so that's one of the things that you could take a look at when buying a PC. A lot of PCs, whether it's a small, medium, or large, they have clear panels, and clear panels might be something that you want to look for. For example, if you want to buy something shiny like RGB fans or stuff like that, this might be something that you want to be looking for, you know, something that has like clear panels all around. For example, you could take a look at this one. This case has a lot of fans and it's very shiny pretty much everywhere you look at it from. So very big, as you can see. You could put many fans over here and it's definitely going to stand out. Aside from being pretty big, it's going to stand out. It has a lot of room for many things that you want to put. And this PC case specifically, it's actually meant for more than one system. So if you want to build something that is just for you gaming and also something for you to stream, and you don't want to have like two PC cases at the same time, then you could just buy this one and it has a lot of room for two systems. So that's definitely going to be worth it. Of course, this case is a little bit more on the expensive side, but it's definitely worth it. Has a lot of room for cable management. You could do many things that you want. Has a lot of room for anything that you want to put, many fans, so you could keep the system super cool. You could do water cooling as is shown in here. You could do many things, and that's why this PC case is actually very large, because no matter what you put inside it, it is still going to be looking nice and you're still going to have a lot of room. So that is one of the PC cases that I wanted to demonstrate. Of course, if you want to get something super huge, you could go for this one. If you want to go for something super shiny, you could go for like clear side panels, clear front panels, and yeah, that's definitely going to do for a case for you. But in the case that we just want to go for like something a little bit smaller, not super small, we could try to look, for example, at something like Cooler Master that has. So Cooler Master has this case, which is really nice, and it does bring another topic aside from the clear side panel, which is airflow. Airflow in a case is very important. You don't want your system to be like super hot inside. Even if you have like some water cooling system, airflow is still really important to have. Like if we go back to this huge case, you see how many fans this has? It's because it needs airflow. So this one also needs airflow. You see in the front, this PC case has three fans. which are going to be really useful for some airflow inside the PC case. So if you see on the back, you could actually put another fan to exhaust all the air that is being brought in. Another thing that is important is the dust filter. In this case, for example, they implemented some type of new type of manufacture that they did, which means that in the front they don't need a dust filter anymore, and that's actually pretty nice. They made these like super small circles in here that are so small that they can actually filter the dust, so you don't need an extra dust filter for this. That is actually just enough, and you still have like a super nice front view of this PC case, and lets you see the RGB fans, which is actually pretty nice. Inside, a lot of room again. It's very important to have a lot of room. You want to have enough space to put anything that you want to put in your PC. If it's water cooling, if it is like a GPU, a lot of fans, you know, there are some systems that might not let you do the things that you want to do. But this one, for example, in a mid tower, they're actually pretty good. There's a pretty good room in here. You have a lot of space on the back also, so you could do a lot of cable management. You see, you have this part in the middle. It's actually for like the SSD, so you could just mount any of them in there. You have these 3 empty spaces, which is for like the bigger cables that come from your PSU. You have a lot of room all around the PC to do some cable management and like tie things up with all your small cables, everything. On the back, on the bottom, you have enough space for your PSU. If it is small or if it is big, you still have enough space on the bottom, and that is very key. Some PSUs are very large, and you might be like, okay, I want to get this very large PSU, and then you somehow end up getting some type of case where you don't have enough room for the PSU, or let's say you have enough room for the PSU, but then all that cables that are from the PSU, you cannot hide them. There's no room for it. So you want to make sure you also have something that some big enough space on the bottom of the case so you could put your PSU and your extra cables. Okay, next we're going to be talking about like the more niche type of case, which is not really for everyone, but some people might like it, and they might want to just be like, you know, I want something small, I want something nice, I want something clean, and that's the smaller type of cases. And for example, I'm going to be taking a look at, in this case, will be the NCXT H210 series. So this case is actually very nice. It is exactly the same as a medium or a large case. It's just that it's mini size. So if you take a look at it, let's say from, let me grab a better picture. Okay, from this angle. If you take a look at from a picture, you're not going to be able to tell that this is actually a small case or anything like that. For me, if I just take a look at this, I think it will be a medium case. But if you take a look at it again, look at how the fan occupies most of the space in the case. And then you just have a little bit of a space for the GPU. So this case is actually like very, very small. And what type of people want this type of case? Like, do you need this type of case actually? Sometimes you don't want to have this type of case. And the reason is because airflow might not be super great. Built-in experience might not be the best because the case is so small, it might bring you super hard time trying to do like cable management or trying to install some parts. So that it's going to be a challenge, and for some people that challenge is actually what they want. And also that would be one of the reasons why they will get this type of case, because they want to have a challenge and see, okay, this case is super small, I want to try to build something here. Or sometimes people is like, you know what, I don't have that much room, but I want to have a really nice PC with really nice parts, so I'm gonna try to get like a small case. And this is actually not even the smallest one. There's even smaller cases than this. But the reason why I grabbed this one is because it has a lot of room on the back regardless of the size. You see in here it has like some space for cable management for those cables that are pretty big. It is not like that huge like space for cable management either, but regardless it has a lot of like hooks that you could use for all your to tie all your cables. So, and that is very useful. I feel like in here they kind of cheated, because you could have this amount of room for the PSU case, but this space, yeah, this space is definitely used for hard drives. So in this case, I'm just gonna be honest, you don't want to have hard drives for this type of cases, because hard drives are something that is very large. You don't want to have something that is very large for a PC case that is very small. That will be kind of weird. You can have that, it's gonna be kind of tight, but you know, those are the plus and minuses that you have to deal with when getting a PC case that is this small. Now, enough about small PC cases. Even though this is like a really nice one, let's talk about another type of case that, even though I said that there's just 3 types and I already talked about the 3, this one I feel that should be on a class of its own, and that is the modular type of cases. And for that, I need to bring Fractal. So Fractal, it's a brand that has a pretty big name in the community because it's just so customizable. It's just so modular, and at the same time it's so clean. So let's take for example, they have this case Define 7, very nice. Again, we have a clear side panel because we just want to show whatever is inside the PC, but at the same time this PC case offers more than that. In this case, you could actually make it any way you want. If you need more slots for your drives, you could do that. If you need more room for your water cooler system, you could do that. Look at how much room this case has, and at the same time, look at how simple it is. Let's just bring back the NCXT one. Look at how small it is, and then look at how small this case is, but at the same time, look at how big it is. It has 1 fan, 2 fans right here, a bunch of slots for any type of PCIe connection to your motherboard, lot of cable management spots. We could even go to the back and see how you could even make it more modular. You could have this type of module, or you could have this type of module. Everything in this case could actually be disassembled up to some point, but most of it is. And look at how many things it has to actually do cable management. This is a case that it's very premium for those people that want to do like something crazy like water cooling or stuff like that, and they want to show it out, or they want to keep a clean design on their desk. This is a type of case people would get. It is not like super shiny with like RGB. This is not meant for that. This is meant for those type of people who want to just show one side of the PC and keep a clean front side from the PC. So here's another important picture to show you just how modular this case is. Yeah, this should be a case that it's on a class of its own. It is not. It is part of like the medium or small size, but it's something to keep in mind in case you want something like this. So anyways, I brought you guys all the things that I thought about every single case, whether you want something that is shiny, whether you want something that is small, medium, or large, something that just wants to be clean on the side, something that is small but hard or easy to make. There's many type of PC cases, but if you follow on what you want to do and what you feel like you're going to make your setup look like, I feel this video would actually help you a lot. So are you like a more modest person, more shiny person? Up to you. Anyways, so make sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't done that already, and I'll see you in the next one for more videos like this. Peace.